What is up, ShinyNow crew? We're kicking things off with a deep dive into the season finale that had everyone talking, and not always for the right reasons. We're talking about Game of Thrones Season 8, and how some of its biggest plot lines felt like they were pulled straight from fanfiction instead of being the epic conclusion we all expected. Was it really that bad? We're breaking down the moments that left fans scratching their heads. Next up, we're heading to the battlefield for a story of unbelievable courage. Director Rajneesh Ghai is bringing us 120 Bahadur, a film that plunges you into the heart of the 1962 Indo-China conflict, recreating the legendary Battle of Razangla. Imagine filming at 14,000 feet with snow experts from Game of Thrones. This is war filmmaking on an epic scale. And speaking of Game of Thrones, let's talk about its legacy in the awards world. We're counting down the top Emmy-winning shows of all time, and you better believe some of your favorites are on this list. From the epic fantasy drama that defined a generation to sharp political satire and hilarious comedies, we're celebrating the shows that have dominated the Emmys. Finally, we're sitting down with a true queen of resilience, Emilia Clarke. The Game of Thrones star opens up about her personal battles, the power of feeling like you're wearing armor, and why raising awareness for brain injury survivors is so important to her. This is a story of strength you won't want to miss. Stick around for all the details, and make sure you're subscribed and hitting that bell. Game of Thrones Season 8, when fanfiction became reality. Did the final season of Game of Thrones feel less like an epic conclusion and more like a rushed fan-made story? For a show built on intricate plotting and believable twists, Season 8 left many viewers bewildered, questioning if the writers had lost their way. The build-up to Jon Snow killing Daenerys Targaryen was supposed to be a devastating climax, but its execution felt jarringly abrupt. The show rushed Daenerys' descent into madness and Jon's decision to kill her, relying on a brief pep talk rather than a deeply explored internal conflict. This pivotal moment, meant to be a gut-wrenching tragedy, instead felt like a convenient plot device, lacking the emotional weight and careful development fans had come to expect from the series. The scene itself, while visually staged, lacked the impact of a truly earned, character-driven conclusion. Similarly, the long-anticipated Clegane Bowl between Sandor and Gregor Clegane, a moment fans had been hyping for years, devolved into a surprisingly brief and almost cartoonish brawl. Despite the years of narrative setup, the payoff was anticlimactic, with both brothers meeting a fiery end in a way that felt more like a quick checkmark on a to-do list than a cathartic showdown. Even Bronn's sudden elevation to Lord of Highgarden stretched credulity, feeling less like earned progression and more like a fan's wish-fulfillment fantasy, ignoring the established political landscape and the significance of the Tyrell legacy. Perhaps the most divisive moment was Arya Stark dispatching the Night King. Despite Jon Snow being positioned as the ultimate counter to the icy threat for 8 seasons, Arya's sudden, albeit visually striking, intervention felt like a narrative sidestep designed purely to subvert expectations. This choice, while surprising, undermined years of character development and foreshadowing, prioritizing a shock value over a cohesive story arc. Jaime Lannister's regression back to Cersei, after a remarkable journey of seeking redemption, was another significant narrative stumble. His return to his toxic relationship erased the compelling character growth he had undergone, culminating in a death that felt more like a rushed exit than a meaningful end to a complex arc. The romance between Arya and Gendry, which suddenly included a sex scene out of nowhere, felt similarly unearned and ultimately pointless, as Arya quickly rejected his proposal, leaving the subplot feeling like a narrative detour with no real destination. Finally, Bran Stark's ascension to the throne, a stark contradiction to his repeated declarations of detachment from worldly desires and power, left many viewers questioning the writer's intentions. His transformation from Bran Stark to the all-seeing three-eyed Raven, seemingly above such matters, only to become king, felt like a jarring inconsistency, suggesting a disjointed writing process. But did the critics and fans agree with these plot points? We'll dive into the reactions. Next, we're heading to the mountains for a film that's recreating history with incredible grit. 120 Bahadur, filming history at 14,000 feet. Director Rajneesh Ghai is pushing the boundaries of cinematic realism with his upcoming film, 120 Bahadur. A powerful depiction of the Battle of Rizang La. This historical war drama, starring Farhan Akhtar, is based on a pivotal, yet often overlooked, moment of immense bravery during the 1962 Indo-China conflict. The film transports viewers to the unforgiving terrain of eastern Ladakh, where a mere 120 soldiers from the 13 Kumon Regiment faced an overwhelming force of nearly 3,000 Chinese troops. Recreating such a monumental battle required an extraordinary commitment to scale and authenticity. Director Ghai described the filming conditions as humongous, with a crew of 600 battling extreme elements at altitudes of 14,000 feet. Imagine shooting in -8 degrees Celsius at night, managing massive equipment, cranes, and hundreds of extras. The dedication to capturing the brutal reality of this conflict is palpable. Ghai's commitment to realism extends to the action sequences, which are designed to be super realistic and avoid defying gravity. The film boasts a staggering 35-minute finale, an undertaking rarely seen in Indian cinema. To ensure the accuracy of the harsh Himalayan environment, Ghai enlisted snow specialists who previously worked on the acclaimed series Game of Thrones. These experts were crucial in recreating the authentic blizzards and extreme cold that characterized the actual battle, which took place at 17,000 feet in -24 degrees Celsius amid snowstorms. This meticulous attention to detail aims to immerse the audience directly into the chaos and intensity of the war. Backed by Excel Entertainment and Trigger Happy Studios, 120 Bahadur is slated for release on November 21, 2025. It promises to be a monumental tribute to the courage and sacrifice of those 120 soldiers, bringing their incredible story to the screen with unparalleled visual fidelity and emotional depth. But historical epics aren't the only ones racking up awards. Prepare for some serious Emmy wins. Next, we're celebrating the shows that have truly defined television history. Emmy Legends, the shows that dominated television. The Emmy Awards have long been the pinnacle of television achievement, celebrating excellence in artistry and technical craft since their inception in 1949. While many shows have graced the stage, a select few have achieved legendary status through their sheer volume of wins, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Leading the pack is HBO's monumental fantasy drama, Game of Thrones. With its sprawling narrative, complex characters, and breathtaking scope, the series captivated audiences worldwide and amassed an astonishing 59 Primetime Emmy Awards, solidifying its place as one of television's most impactful creations. Following closely in the realm of prestige television is Succession. Jesse Armstrong's sharp, darkly comedic exploration of the Roy family's power struggles within a global media empire has earned critical acclaim and 19 Emmy Awards, showcasing masterful writing and captivating performances. For decades, Saturday Night Live has been a cultural touchstone, delivering consistent laughs and sharp satire. This iconic sketch comedy show holds the record for the most Emmy Awards, boasting an incredible 90 wins over its 51 seasons, a testament to its enduring relevance and comedic genius. Another animated powerhouse, The Simpsons, has entertained generations with its satirical take on American life. This beloved sitcom has collected 37 Emmy Awards, proving its lasting appeal and knack for capturing the zeitgeist. The historical drama, The Crown, has chronicled the reign of Queen Elizabeth II with elegance and depth, earning 24 Emmys for its meticulous production and compelling portrayal of royal life. On the sitcom front, Modern Family charmed audiences with its heartwarming portrayal of diverse family dynamics, securing 22 Emmy Awards. Similarly, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel has dazzled with its vibrant portrayal of a 1950s aspiring comedian, also winning 22 Emmys and bringing a unique blend of humor and drama to the screen. These shows represent the highest echelon of television achievement, offering diverse genres and compelling storytelling that have resonated deeply with both critics and audiences alike, securing their places in Emmy history. But one star from a legendary show is sharing her powerful story of resilience. Get ready for an inspiring interview with a true survivor. Emilia Clarke, Armor, Resilience, and the Fight for Awareness. Emilia Clarke, the beloved star who brought Daenerys Targaryen to life in Game of Thrones, is opening up about her journey of resilience, the surprising power of feeling armored, and her passionate advocacy for brain injury survivors. Clarke reflects on the intense pressure of her early career, admitting, "I was more scared of being fired from Game of Thrones than of dying." For a young actress fresh out of drama school, the show represented a golden ticket, and the fear of losing that opportunity was immense. However, she found a different kind of strength during public appearances, describing a powerful experience. "Red carpets are a minefield, but this was the first time I put on a dress and felt powerful. It was literally armor, and it was so heavy." This metaphor highlights how, even in seemingly glamorous settings, there's a need for a protective layer, a sense of readiness to face the world. Beyond her personal experiences, Clarke is deeply committed to raising awareness and support for those affected by brain injuries. She emphasizes the profound impact of advocacy, stating, "Raising awareness is vital, and every bit of support makes a difference." Her personal battles have clearly fueled a powerful drive to make a tangible difference in the lives of others, transforming her own challenges into a force for good. That's all the news for today, but don't go anywhere. We've got a lightning round recap coming right up. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next explosive update. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Game of Thrones Season 8's plotlines dissected and debated, explored the epic scale of the upcoming film 120 Bahadur, celebrated the record-breaking Emmy wins of shows like Game of Thrones and SNL, and heard inspiring words from Emilia Clarke on resilience. If you loved this deep dive, give this video a massive thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to ShinyNow and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new content. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking or inspiring, and follow us on all our social media platforms for behind-the-scenes action and more. Thanks for watching, ShinyNow fam.